There it is. I was wondering where it was. Hello, chat. Hello, Ryu. I say Ryu. Look at me. Hello, Rio. So, glad you're here. Have some thank yous to give for the or left home. That's weird. I have some thank yous to give for submitting Cloudheim over on the Discord. I did play the demo. It was fun, so I decided to get the game. Beyond my better judgment, to be honest. But there are some other game submissions that I have to look at over on the Discord just as well. Some news is out there right now. Not so great news. Some kind of like news we all saw was actually gonna come, because like the writing was on the wall. Some good news, whether you see it as good news or not, and just some general vibey things. Today we're going to be playing Cloudheim for the most part, but there is some things I do want to go over. Let me just compile that. Let me compile all this. We got some Sonic news. Sonic Racing Crossworld fails to meet Sega's expectation. That's one. I was looking into the lawsuit against Valve. It's actually not even a long article. I'm not even sure if it's all the information that we can get, but that's happening. And also Ashes of Creation. I guess it's dead now. I don't. Let me see. Ashes of Creation. Steve resigns. Okay, so yeah, resigns. Yeah, there's a lot of people. The MMORPG.com. He resigns. Ah, shoot. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of sad. For Ashes of Creation. I've never played it, but I was hoping for its release. Another MMO to actually stand on. I really didn't follow the news, but another one bites the dust, I guess. Another one bites the dust. I mean, this is a typical story, really, for an MMORPG. There's not a lot of them lasts. I mean, shoot, man. Here, let me grab this. But it seems like we got a good amount of news today. Man, that sucks. Ashes of Creation. Actually, let me see this article. It's not that long neither. Margaret. Oh, there's Steven's. There's a statement. I guess that's on Discord. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look. I like the songs that just comes on. It's just all right, let's see. So, Ashes of Creation, Stephen Rariff, if I messed that up, I apologize, resign in protest as Intrepid board starts mass layoffs at MMO Studio update. Now, I don't know who's on the board or what the board comprises of with Ashes of Creation, but here's his thing via Discord. It's kind of odd that he puts it out on Discord. I wonder if he said anything on Twitter. But if he is on Twitter, I can make a limited statement in my personal capacity and not on behalf of the company regarding the situation. Control of the company shifted away from me, and the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree with or carry out. As a result, I chose to resign in protest rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I could not ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made the decision to issue WARN Act notices and proceed with a mass layoff. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at the time due to ongoing legal and governance matters. What I can say is that the developers and staff acted in good faith and deserve better than the uncertainty they are now facing. I'm incredibly dismayed by the situation. I think I'll be honest with you. With the news going back and forth with Ashes of Creation, I think this was bound to happen. I kind of saw the writing on the wall because of just like how much money that they were putting into and how much money they were asking from everybody, you know, to pay gate to get into the playtest, which was, I don't even want to say, like maybe numerous upon numerous amount of dollars, and just like how sketchy it felt in a way. Possibly it was all due to the fact that they were doing this out of good faith because they needed some sort of foundation or financial foundation for the game that they were creating. And MMO is as big as what they were trying to create and as graphically intense, I should say. That costs a lot of money. It did. I would say an MMO of that scale was going to cost millions upon millions of dollars. You can't make a game like that off of $5 million. That's like at minimum $50 million. And at most maybe like $100 million, if not like above that. But such a venture is an incredibly risky thing, and at this point in time, I guess the board wanted to do something in order to keep the game alive that was ethically not sound in apparently Steven's half, or for what Steven is saying. Some people are going out of their way to say, like, you know, Steven lied, and some people are defending the game. I don't know. I'm not gonna say either or, but all I can really say is that Ashes of Creation never really like interested me. And when I mean interested, and I mean like playing the game, it interested my focus before in terms of like how it looked, the news, and people talking about it. I was curious. I saw people play it, but it didn't look too different from every other MMO I've ever seen. So, I mean, there was a lot of, I think it relied a lot on player activity, if that makes sense. Like, the economy was driven by the players, the world and its makeup was driven by the players, and I don't even think there was like a real central story to it. So like all of that was probably driven by the players. It's a very bold endeavor. But you know what? GG to Ashes of Creations. Hey, if it ever revives, maybe I'll see to it what happens in the news. But as far as I could tell you, you could jot this down on a very hefty list of MMOs that tried and failed. And this one didn't even get out the door, really. It always had like playtest after playtests. So, and there was people who were really looking forward to this game. Oh well. Alright, second thing in the news, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds fails to meet Sega's expectation. Sega's released the latest financial report confirming that despite strong critical reception, Sonic Racing Cross World has failed to meet the company's expectations. Quote from Koichi Fukuzawa, director of the board and senior executive vice president, can be found on the PDF presentation from the Q2 financial release. He details an objective to a sale of further 1 million copies of the game over the next fiscal year, which he hopes will be bolstered by the ongoing release of downloadable content. Now, I'd like to talk about Sonic Racing Cross World. Has received high ratings, scoring over 80% on Metacritic, Metascore at Metacritic, and earning. Well, this one's gonna have to pass. Earning an overwhelming positive 1. Yeah. Rating on Steam. Customer reviews. We recently announced that the worldwide cumulative sales have surpassed a 1 million unit. However, initial performance did not meet our expectation. We are aiming to sell approximately another 1 million units within this fiscal year. We aim to sustain long-term sales by encouraging players to enjoy the game over time through the continued support of the title, including ongoing release of additional downloadable content. Sega notes that its overall performance at the first half of the current fiscal year has been somewhat disappointing, citing lower than expected sales in the gaming division, which with Ravio's performance in the entertainment sector. Presentation highlights Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Tides as a major full game release for the fiscal year, but we suspect it will probably want a few more big hitters as the wider industry grapples with uncertain economies and price hikes across the board. I'm gonna have to change that. It's a white on white background. Well, apparently, it came to light recently that one of the higher-ups was part of the scamming scheme for what people were saying when it comes to actions of creation. One of the higher-ups was part of the scamming scheme. I don't know about the scamming scheme, so that's something that would have to be told to me. I have no idea what that was all about. I didn't keep up with Ashes of Creations all too much, so that's actually new to me. But on Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, I don't know what it will take to sell more of this game. It's already a good racing game, so I don't know what else can be, like, maybe revive it with a good DLC, some actual explosive tracks maybe, and, you know, get your marketing team to market the ever-living shit out of this game in the right way by having maybe tournaments or something so that content creators can keep an eye on it, you know? You want to be more invested with your fans, so something like racing is a competitive game. Maybe you should use that to your advantage, making, like, maybe, you know, Sega Cups or something with cash prizes. I don't know. I would say maybe tune it up a little bit more so that some of the items aren't really, like, ball kicking, and because Mario Kart isn't, as much as there are people saying that it's a competitive game, it is not made to be competitive. Mario Kart, even Mario Kart World, even though with the tricks, I don't believe it's made to be competitive. Sorry. Let me see something. Let me go back here. Sorry. Let me do some I haven't really seen much. I've just seen people say that, so take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, we just have to, I have to see, like, what's up with that. Crossworld honestly needs balance item a bit more. Well, you're saying that to, you could say that to both Sonic Racing Cross World and Mario Kart, because Mario Kart has been infamous for years for having some of the cheapest item ever. Just ever. Cheapest fucking items ever, bro. Message box text shadow color. I don't think it has a shadow. I'm looking for the box color. Text color. You know what? I know I made it white, but what if I made it blue? Just so that I can see it. Font, alert setting, size. Solus, what up, buddy? God. Yeah, blue's fine. I'll keep it blue. Yeah, some of the items are ridiculous. I think the point of the items is kind of like, I wouldn't call it a gamble. I think Crossworld's item system is more predictable than Mario Kart, if that makes sense, because I've been watching a lot of Shortcat. He's a very entertaining Mario Kart streamer. I've been watching Liam, who was a competitive Mario Kart streamer, as hard as it is to believe that, but that guy is like top 5 in the world for Mario Kart World, and Shortcat is just entertaining, but he knows how to play very well. The problem that I see with both of their their content, and just like every other person who I come across, whenever something silly or stupid happens when it comes to like items, they're like, oh, that's just unlucky. Or when they get like absolutely destroyed, it was like, oh, that's unfathomably unlucky. And I'm like, it's not unlucky, it's terrible design. With the items, man, this is not meant to be competitive. They both did competitive. Liam is way more competitive than Shortcat in Mario Kart World, and he's top 5 in the world. But like, unlucky to get zapped and then absolutely destroyed by a blue shell? No, that was fucking planned, bro. If you're competitive, they plan their items out, and it's crazy. I can't do that. People just made a competitive scene on these games since it had the possibility of existing. Everything has the possibility of being competitive, but there are some games that can be competitive and really good at being competitive and just be made to be competitive, like High Guard. And some games you just want to shit around with friends, like Mario Kart, really. Or argue Smash is the same boat. It was never meant to be a sport. Absolutely, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. It was never really made to be a competitive game. Melee started it because people found a competitive scene and could make the game incredibly competitive with all the text that can be done. Sakurai tried to lean more into the competitive scene by making Future Smash Brothers be a bit more competitive. And after Brawl, he basically sent a message saying that he hates the competitive scene for Smash. He hated it. That's why Brawl was the way it was. That's why there was like tripping in Brawl. He didn't want people to make Brawl competitive. Lo and behold, people did it anyway and found a way to kind of just like subvert the tripping that he purposely put in there. And then Sakurai had a change of heart in Smash 4 and decided, you know what? Let's see how this competitive scene actually works out for a lot of people. And turns out it worked out just fucking fine. Everybody liked the fact that it was more competitive in the Smash scene. The game was made more competitive from Smash 4 to Smash Ultimate. Like in Smash Ultimate, he purposely tried to make something competitive worthy in there because it was the ultimate Smash Brothers, while at the same time trying to keep it for casuals, which, yeah, I'm all right with that. I may have been in the competitive scene for a little bit myself. That's the reason why I'm like really good at the game. But I can admit when I say that Smash Brothers was never meant to be competitive. Some people, some Smash players and people in the scene will stand on their laurels to say, yeah, it was always meant to be competitive. Some will try to subvert language by saying, well, it can be competitive, and it should be, because a lot of people think it can be. And I'm like, nobody's saying it can't be. It's just it was not meant to be. You can make anything competitive. Fuck, you can, like, make rock, paper, scissors an entire tournament. People made slapping in an entire tournament. Slapping. So you can make anything competitive, as long as you can make rules and turn it into a scene in itself. So yeah. There it goes. I was trying to turn on my RGB. So unfortunately, Sonic is not doing so well. I would like to see it actually advance in the future. I would like to see it sell more, but I would also like to see some changes. I'll go back into it and see how it is currently, because I haven't really checked up on it. But Ashes of Creation is now dead. And I was looking up the legal lawsuit. Here, let me turn that down in the background. It might be a little loud for you guys. I can't turn it down. Yeah, I did talk about Ashes of Creation. Yeah. I did. It's a shame. It's a shame. But there's like some conspiracy theories surrounding it as well. People defending it, people saying that there was scams behind it just as well. People, because I believe there was a quote that was in the TOS or within the writings of Ashes of Creation where you're just not going to get your money back if you ever wanted it back. So there's that. But yeah, it from what people are saying, it's dead. And what I'm worried about, honestly, is Riot Games and their MMO, because I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to a Riot MMO that's within the League of Legends world. I want it to happen. I want it to exist. They say they wanted to get it out before 2030. I'll be close to damn near 40. If not, I will be 40. But goddamn, yeah, I'm really scared for the Riot MMO because they could be next. I think Ashes will be sold off and finished. That's usually what happens, doesn't it? Like when an MMO is done, it'll be sold to some company that just buys up the name and just puts it in a vault or keeps it on a shelf for the rest of its life without doing anything with it. If Steven really wants to finish this MMO, he wouldn't just leave Ashes of Creation. I think he would try his best to try to buy it back or buy the IP. Like, plan it out, see what he can do, make some deals, because if I don't know what the board side on all of this is, Steven put out, to be fair, Steven put out his side. The board has not said anything publicly. Steve did. And other people have, I think. And I want to see if there was like, here we go. Margaret Cohn, creative marketing, communications, and social strategy leader. Well, a chapter has come to close. My time at Intrepid Studios has officially ended. To the Ashes Creation community, you are some of the most passionate, dedicated players I've ever seen in this industry. I genuinely wish I could have done more for you. I gave everything I had and did my very best with what was within my power. And I ask one last favor of you. Please be kind to the developers. We are people who have, family jobs, blah, 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 pouring our hearts and souls and Ashes to creations. Honestly, I wouldn't be blaming developers and all this. Anybody who is kind of an idiot, really. It's just like, you developers did this, and that's stupid. So, and I think people who are smart will understand that it's not the developer's fault. They will be yelling at the people up at the top. Oh yeah, my timer went off. Roguelike game, part of Rogue, permadeath procedural generated. Yep. Roguelike is a game that takes place. Yeah, that's my tick for roguelikes. That's my timer went off. That's great. To my incredible game service team, you're an absolute AAA team, talented, kind, collaborative, and just genuinely good people. I take each of you with me on any project, any day. I care so deeply for all of you. And I know our bonds is one I'll carry forever. I'll never forget our time together, and you know where to find me if you need anything always. As for how this all ended, I don't really have the word. It wasn't what I expected, but I'm holding on to the good because there was so much of it. With that, I'm officially looking for new opportunities. If you know any leadership and director level roles in narrative, community, marketing, or social, I'll be grateful for any leads or connections. That doesn't really tell us the situation of the game. It's just her saying goodbye. So her saying goodbye doesn't really tell us what's happening with Ashes of Creations. She only implies like she wasn't expecting something, or she says she wasn't expecting this. So it came out of nowhere for her. Big difference between the two is pretty much the meta progression for the most part. But yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the scam scheme that people were saying Steven is or was part of was true. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't bear fruit. But knowing a lot of people, that fruit may come to light in some form or fashion. And you know what? For Ashes Creation, content creator, Theory Forge, a Warrant Act, Letters being sent out to staff via first class mail. Seems someone has sent Theory Forge a copy of the notice as he reads it on stream, stating that the WARN Act notice will take effect on February 2nd, 2026. The letter reportedly makes the claim that the recent payroll period cannot be met by Intrepid Studios. So there's a lot of questions I would ask about Ashes of Creation, like where was the money going, what were they focusing on, how were they strategizing, how are they organizing the creation of this game. I have so many questions, really. Narc called it way back. He saw this game stalling hard. To be perfectly honest, Narc I think Narc had a point with what was going on, but he went about it in a very like crash out moment kind of way. Like, he didn't put his worries out there, he just went hard. He just exploded, which did not sit right with a lot of people. In fact, maybe Narc had oh yeah, that's right, Epic's free games are helping Steam. That's funny. That's hilarious. This has nothing to do with the lawsuit. It just this has everything to do with the fact that Epic just can't really win. Death of collabs, free isn't free. We should watch this when I get the chance, but I'm going to see why this keeps happening. Jesus, he already made a video. I wonder, was Narc right about Ashes of Creation? I warned you. I don't really know his channel so well. He called it out a year ago. The Ashes of Creation story isn't over. New drama just dropped. What does that mean? We tell people do not support Ashes of Creation with monetary purchases. Do not pre-order the game. We don't need the money to finish Ashes of Creation. I'm committed to this project's success and completion. So he's gonna have to explain why then the game has been asking for a lot of money in the first place. So I don't know Narc's channel. It's not really giving me Narc's channel.
Ashes of Creation, a Kickstarter MMORPG which raised millions of dollars through a combination of private investment, Kickstarter support, paid for early access, and extremely expensive in-game shop items and bundles, promised players a complex, deep, and reactive world, and has shut down roughly 1 month after releasing into early access on Steam. And this...
So, I guess in that case... Wait, what? Sorry, I have to be a geek for a second.
Already evening. I guess at this point there's no harm lazing around a bit.
Wait, did they put freaking copyrighted music in the background? Hold on. Okay, I love that. I need to watch more of the new season. I love it. I love free run.
News has shocked absolutely no one who has seen this story play out again and again and again. Game project overpromises and raises money through hopes and dreams. People are skeptical and get called haters, then the project dies, and yet it will continue to play out again many more times in our lifetimes because the MMORPG player base are desperate, trusting, and easily convinced a bright new future lays just beyond the horizon, and the next project will be the one, guys, for real, trust me, bro. But why does this keep happening? Why do Kickstarted crowdfunded MMORPG projects keep popping up, promising something amazing, taking loads of money off you, and then dying without giving you a game? And more
Currently in a major design reset after 2024 reboot. Oh. I can't cope. I can't. Right? MMO is the last one standing. I can't.
More importantly, why do people keep throwing money at them, assuming this will be the one that finally delivers all its promises, as if we have no precedent for what is likely to happen? Well, I think I can explain it, at least a bit of it, and it's mostly to do with how these people that support these projects aren't actually buying a game.
They're buying hopes and dreams. You want to know why 14 popped off? One, the namesake. Two, because they were really leeching off hard from World of Warcraft. Stories ended. There you go. They were like, we played Cataclysm, we wanted to make that. Then they made it in A Realm Reborn. Then they started making their own thing in Heavensward, and it just kept on going. And then you gotta think about the player base. The player base is, let's be honest, can be a bunch of freaks.
Putting a down payment on a potential future community, which
And
involves
I'm part of that player
because
base.
no current community does. Hello, I'm Josh Strife-Hayes. I make videos about MMORPGs. I cover everything from games which released decades ago, like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, or The Elder Scrolls Online, up to the most popular MMORPGs of today, like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, and popular MScape, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy RPGs. I cover everything from games which released decades ago, like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, or The Elder Scrolls Online, up to the most popular MMORPGs of today, like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, and The Elder Scrolls Online. List hasn't changed. It will never change.
It will never change.
Why hasn't a new upstart game broken into the cycle and taken the player base away? Where is the WoW killer everyone keeps talking about? And why do Kickstarter MMORPGs keep promising the world, collecting millions of pounds of backers' money, and then...
What sucks is that, fuck, dude, fucking anime has already came out with good ideas for MMOs for maybe a decade over, right? They were like, why don't you do this with an MMO, or try to make something out of this in an MMO? But every time an MMO does come out, it's for like some sort of cash grab. It was designed for old school players. It just doesn't live up to like actual pushing the bar of creativity. It's frustrating, dude.
Not delivering. And why will they keep doing this forever? To understand why this Ashes of Creation thing happened, and why it will happen again, we need to look at the state of the genre as a whole, the general player base, the hardcore, terminally online people who keep saying they want a new MMORPG and why they want that, and then why it seems accepted that giving millions of pounds to a project which isn't playable is fine, but if an actual existing game asked for the same things, they'd be raked over the coals. So let's look at that. As usual, a massive thank you to all the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep this channel alive. More information on how you can support at the end. For now...
Damn! Look at this wall, man. This a wall right here. This is a wall right here. I like this wall. I want a wall like this.
Let's begin. And
I
let's
want
begin
a
with
wall
something
like
really
this.
direct. I don't really care about Ashes of Creation. I made a video 4 years ago called Don't Believe the Hype, where I was heavily critical of the game project back then as well. I've no interest in it because I knew it was going through the same motions I've seen others go through before.
To be fair, I also wasn't interested in Ashes of Creations because I did see some writing on the wall, but I still had like faith that maybe it'll go somewhere. I had faith it would go somewhere, but you know, I really didn't care too much about it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Not saying I knew all along or I told you so, I'm saying that I'm hedging my bets based on the evidence we have. And when I heard it shut down because the director, Stephen Sharif, was removed and the board of directors were making changes he couldn't agree with, I wasn't particularly upset. I did find it odd that Stephen has repeatedly said they don't have investors they answer to, and then the board of directors, according to the incorporation documents, was him, but actually no, the company was sold a few months ago and now they do because it was sold to private equity. And remember, the original Kickstarter had the clause, if the game doesn't release, they'll refund everyone, which sounds great. And then just over a month ago, the game released on Steam, meaning this clause is now legally covered. Awfully convenient that. It's almost like it was planned specifically to do that, but I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Look, this is a complex thing. I don't have visibility behind the scenes. For any actual sources, I'd suggest you go and watch Kira TV's video on the whole mess. He's been following this way longer than I have and has a far deeper understanding than I do. He makes videos with patience and integrity. I don't care about Ashes of Creation specifically. But what I do care about is, why do people keep giving projects like this money? Why is it a cycle? Why have we seen MMORPGs pop up, promise the world, take money, and then die again and again? Why do people point out the risks with these projects, the issues, the red flags, and yet the supporters rabidly defend their project, often bullying or harassing people who speak out against it? Why are people so emotionally invested in something which doesn't actually exist? To understand how we've got here, and why we will be here again and again no matter what we do, I need to say something people may not like, but allow me to explain. MMORPGs aren't good games. At least not from a game design point of view, where maximizing the fun at a moment-to-moment level is the priority.
Absolutely correct. He is absolutely correct about that.
Say this as someone who loves the genre and has thousands of hours in multiple games. The moment-to-moment gameplay is mediocre at best in most of them, and kind of dull in some of them, because the gameplay was never really the focus. The main selling point was, this is a virtual world. You can have a second life in it. There's even a game literally called Second Life because it understands this. While tab target combat is perfectly functional with lots of people, and action combat can be engaging and flashy and exciting, if an MMORPG released as a single-player RPG, it would likely be slated, as players would say it's way too grindy, way too many reskinned enemies or formulaic quests, dungeons or bosses. And that's because one of the focuses of the MMO is having a lot of stuff. And the easiest way to make a lot of stuff is to make the player do the same stuff a lot.
He is absolutely 100% correct about that. It took me a while to figure out like why 14 started like falling off out of a lot of people's interests. And that's because the game was slowly becoming something more or less like something you would do solo. Like, you would get on, do your shit, get off. And some people are just content with that. I would say those are the kinds of people who aren't really looking for maybe like some sort of exciting new venture or something that's more action based. They just want to sit down in their chair and really just, I'm gonna just say how it is, waste like 15 to 30 minutes of their time just doing something routine. They're stuck in a routine, I would say. They get in, get their shit, and get out. They're stuck in a routine. They're not trying to experience something. They're just doing. And for me, I don't want to just do something. I want to experience something. And because 14 has become something of doing something and not experiencing something anymore, like the story was the only way to experience something, it just fell off. It really did. It fell off hard for a lot of people. The question is how do you make an MMO do that? How do you make an MMO where you can continuously have that kind of experience? And it's usually reliant on the player base coming together to do that certain thing, you know? But it's hard. It's hard because a lot of people are very solo oriented at this point, and 14 kind of is catering more on the solo aspect of things, which honestly I think that's a big mistake.
Repetition and grind is kind of the point. It's a genre aiming at a player base who like the grind. And what makes the grind enjoyable was always the player base itself. Now, this doesn't mean always actively interacting with other people. I've made a video on why many people play MMORPGs solo. I do myself many times. but it's the presence of other people within a world which makes the world pleasant to exist within. You can talk to other people, chill together, work together, or enjoy the human ambience created by knowing other people can see your achievements and you're progressing through and contributing to a world other people also love. You have value and connection, even if not actively explored. Which means the biggest strength of the MMORPG genre was the community around it. Now, playing games with other people online used to be a novel thing, and MMOs really tapped into this as their central focus, their core design. Play with other people. And as the years have moved on, that's not novel anymore. And now the MMORPG genre is trying to compete in a mechanical way against other games like MOBAs or Battle Royales, which was never really the point. The MMORPG was never trying to be the most technically advanced game, it was trying to be a digital third space, a social hangout with mechanics attached. I see MMORPGs as old-fashioned chat rooms with a game attached. And it's that community that played them, which people keep coming back for. You can endure a mediocre game just like a mediocre job because the people around you make it fun. In fact, whenever I ask someone why they stopped playing any specific MMORPG, it's very rarely because of a technical or mechanical reason. It's often because their mates stopped playing. The community dried up. The social aspect slowed down. Indeed, the MMORPG genre has had the same few games dominate it for decades, not because they are the best designed video games, but because they are the best designed communities. It's a symbiotic connection. The MMORPG game creates the community, and the community supports the game. Remove one, you often lose the other. Now, we have to understand, the vast majority of people who engage in a thing, be that a game, sport, a music, a hobby, anything really, they don't engage with it
somehow got
the thing itself. They are casual fans, and that's totally okay.
It looks like
People may listen
classic.
to a band and enjoy the music, but anything further, such as knowing all the band members' names, their earlier works, which brand of equipment they use, that kind of doesn't matter to a casual enjoyer. That's more of a hardcore fan thing. People can enjoy an actor without knowing anything about the actor's personal life.
Why does this keep happening? I think we all know why it keeps happening. I think he pretty much stated it in like the first 7 minutes. So maybe you don't need to really watch the rest of it. At least I don't think we really need to watch the rest of it. All right. We'll get to Cloudheim. I'm gonna go to the bathroom first, and then we can get into it. I never made. All right. Yeah, I'll be right back. What's up, Argus? I got a burger that I need to finish too. They're bot farming the fates. Of course they were. Did Narc know that this was going to happen with Ashes of Creation? Did he know?
Okay, what up, friendos? Welcome back. Obviously, you know what we're going to talk about today, but I'm going to give you some warnings up front so you can follow these immediately and not be disappointed off.
So... Ashes of donations. Let's watch this a little bit, just to get a good idea with what we're dealing with.
I think I'm baiting you or whatever. If you're interested in like a really abridged version of this story, or you want like bullet point facts, or you want me to go over what has already been leaked or anything like that, and you don't want like a meandering amount of context that I think you need to understand to be able to engage with this fully and know what's going on, this is not the video for you. Somebody else has probably made a shorter video that doesn't just have me saying lots of things that you might not care about, but I think is important. So if that's you, if that's the case, go watch somebody else's video. This is not it. This is, you know, I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible, but there's stuff here. Number two, anybody that's saying that they know the truth, they are wrong. Not trying to call anybody out. I just know the amount of work that I've done on this story since I knew about it, and I knew about this before anybody else, as evidence from my video the other day. The amount of work that I've done, I've hardly slept. I've been speaking to people all day, every day. I've seen more things than I want to have seen. And I'm telling you that even the people internally at the company do not know all the facts. This is an incredibly complicated scenario, and anybody who says, you know, it's like this, it's like that, they are wrong. It is what it is. If somebody else beats me to the story and they get all the facts out and I can look at it and say, okay, they really did their legwork there, and this is, you know, nailed on, you can take that story to the bank, all the findings are the same as what I've seen, good for them, congratulations. Hopefully they get there before I do so I can stop this. But with that being said, a lot of the stuff you see on social media right now, a lot of the stuff, especially random people are posting as fact all over the place, they are incorrect and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Not specifically talking about content creators that are posting leaks, because I'm going to corroborate some things here, and then obviously you can contrast and compare that to what some other content creators have said. I haven't had time to watch anybody, don't know what other people have talked about, but obviously I know what I'm going to talk about. So if you are committed to the truth, if you do want to know where this leads, what has actually happened at the studio, you are going to have to wait. Not trying to vague post, not trying to bait people in any way, just telling you there are things that absolutely cannot be talked about right now because it's just not ready yet. Like, you can't just put things out into the public without doing the requisite checks. It's irresponsible, it's unethical, and you are also making yourself legally liable. And also, if you are speaking to sources behind the scenes and you put things out without due diligence, you risk their life and their livelihood. And again, that is incredibly irresponsible. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you some stuff that I can overly broad stroke confirm, deny, and say some stuff that's happened, because obviously I talked about in a video a couple of days ago, and I didn't want to just vanish for the multiple days that it's going to take to get even remotely close to the bottom of this and just not say anything. So this is what you're getting. Sorry if that's not enough, but it's all I can do. Like, I'm trying, guys. I'm so fucking sleep deprived and stressed about this thing. And many times I have said I'm not going to do like the whole investigative stuff ever again, because it's not worth, the juice is not worth the squeeze. But obviously in my mind, I think stuff here needs to eventually come to light, and I'm going to be the one to try and give it to you. So obviously I couldn't get the full story out of the last couple of days. I tried. Sorry, it's just wasn't within my capacity. and the news sort of broke overnight while I was asleep. So what happened was I made my video. Everyone was like,
Is Intrepid Studios? Let me see. Is Intrepid indie? Is the independent developer and publisher of the upcoming and most anticipated MMORPG, Ashes of Creation, which it's not anymore. Based in beautiful Southern California, Intrepid has assembled a veteran AAA team of tremendous talent and experience in the MMORPG industry. Okay, that makes some sense. It is, I don't know if it's indie. Is it indie? Intrepid Studio is considered independent indie developer and Fuck! Ah! Ah! This is the same question I had with frickin' Highguard. Ah! This means that I'm eventually, I guess I'll look at it. I have to look into this. God. Oh man! 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 Well-funded studio. Excuse me. Over 250 people and some outside investment, distinguishing them from traditional small team indie projects. But they're still indie, apparently. Oh, gosh, darn it, dude. The amount of biscuits I care for this. Oh, man.
There is a liar. Not everyone, obviously. A lot of people believed me.
Which means I'm probably gonna look at this later. Oh, that's for... Alright, hold on. All right. I'm gonna move on to Cloudheim. But I will post this. I believe Kira knows what he's doing and knows what he's saying. If you guys want to check out the video yourself. Also, what's going on with this video? Let me check something here before we get into it, because we're going to be playing Cloudheim real quick here. Funny. That might be actually the facts there. Okay. Let's get it started. Apparently I have to go through a download. This is a long ass download. Well, it's not really that long. I'm already nearly at 50%. Still though, I guess while we're waiting for the download, might as well check out more of what is being said by Kira.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, he doesn't have any sources. Nobody.
See,
told him
Token Time
shit,
had to make a response video.
Hours...
Yeah, I actually am in the middle of watching that. Do not watch it on stream. Yeah, I know. I'm in the middle of watching that, and so far, it's like he's pulling up a bunch of receipts where she isn't really pulling up a lot of good receipts. Is what is going on here. I'm giving them like I'm giving them the neutral take here. But so far, because Turkey Tom is Turkey Tom and knows how to do his research and pull up actual evidence, it looks like his side is being more and more validated rather than his ex, which honestly, this is just a typical story of she said something and everybody needs to believe her. She's just crazy. Yeah, from the text, dude. Holy shit, the fucking text, dude. When he started sharing that, and he had to keep a straight face while talking about it. That's the crazy part about it. He's keeping a straight face while saying, yeah, she's talking about me wanting to just like slap her in the face and choking her out while we're doing it. I'm just like, this man's not making a face while doing it.
Ashes of Creation and Intrepid Studios essentially completely imploded. This is, again, much more complicated, and for you to understand, you need a timeline here. I can give you the timeline. I can give you my timeline of how I came to this information and conclusion, and then I can give you the timeline that is verifiable fact of what happened internally at the company. Obviously, missing a bunch of details that will come later, but basically, how I came to this was November.
You got a funny
14th,
humble brag.
I believe. Again, some of these dates might be off by a little bit, and I might be confusing some stuff because it is what it is. But November 14th, I believe, was the date where it was announced Ashes of Creation will be coming to Steam. I knew the game was coming to Steam before most of the employees at the studio. I knew this because I was informed about it by a source internal to Ashes of Creation and Intrepid Studios that told me
I gotta change that.
basically minutes after the internal announcement.
Give me a second. I'm going to do a thing. There is like a chatbot timer where, let's see. There we go. Just save that. Have a counter? What the fuck? Oh, I should use that when I'm playing like hard games. Okay, yeah, no. I'm gonna use that. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's go back. Sorry about that. Oh. This be Cloudheim. I didn't even know it started. This be Cloudheim. Vault of the Gods. The vault is located on Odin Shell with a related quest. The loot obtained in the vault will scale with your overall game progression. I'm gonna be honest, she looks good. Wait, what's her name though? Is her name out? Oh, it's Mana. Mana. Jeez, the hell? Ren with his freaking eye. Torsten doesn't. Let me guess. Torsten. Oh no, he looks fine. I have a lot of unique. Oh, that's a small little boy. Oh no. And they already have an Astrid, which doesn't look too much like an Astrid. I think my question would be, point me to the nearest dragon person. Or this guy! Unlock by leveling the Sentinel class. The hell she's supposed to be? That's a supporter pack character. Frickin' eye looks kind of messed up. They look like Vikings from Tumblr. They kind of do, yeah. They kind of do. Like, look at this. Well, to be honest, that might be accurate, but you know how it is for a lot of people. Harker. A Revenant Harker. A Jelly Harker, a Shadow Harker. Harker looks like a man. He got a stone arm. And Jaxel looks... Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Origin. Oh, okay. His origins and then blue hair for whatever reason. Freya! Look! Freya's in the game! It's a lot of them, actually. This is a goat lady. It's a goat lady. They never put dragon people, and they don't, like, represent dragon people in the best of ways. If you want that guy, you need to buy the supporter pack. This boy he looks kind of what was it? Kind of reminds me of this game I'm thinking about. Whoa, Magnus. That's right. You know what? We'll become Magnus once we get the also ill. Look at this guy. Oh wait. Oh wow, his picture does not represent him very well. He looks okay. All right, let me pick the man. We're picking Harker because he looks like a man. Wait a minute. Astounding consortium of nothing noteworthy for... Oh, they kept my, Okay, so they kept my, my world that I was in. I'll start a new one, though. Player account, I'll go to, if I ever do that. Invite code, if I ever do that. Grizzled veteran. Brave warrior, stalwart champion, grizzled veteran. Let's go. Grizzled veteran. Oh, it's set to hard. So that's normal. Should I just keep it on normal? Because if I do grizzled veteran, it might be a little hard for a lot of people if they want to join in. Carries over. Nice. Well. Invite code if I ever do it. Hi, Cherry. Hi, create world. All right, we need to be able to play in Cloudheim. Cool.
Wake up.
Hmm?
Wake up, Renari.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Several challenges are ahead of you. Overcome them and remember who you truly are.
Wisebot doing his job. Wisebot doing his job. Oh yeah, they can triple jump. Oh, I got it. Ah! Like a man. This is the man class. As long as I get to play as a man, the man class. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. What do we got? Q?
There are beings of unknowable intent at work in the universe. Call them gods. Call them giants. Come find me, and I will aid you.
Shut up! I'm getting gold! Gosh. Freaking disembodied lady voice. I'm trying to get gold here. I'm trying to explore. Jeez, man. Can't even play a freaking video game. Kick! Let's see. Kicking! Ah! Okay. So, oh! Okay, if I remember correctly, there's like pieces of treasure like all around this place. There, yeah, there it is. Oh, mountain brushes. By the wait, I meant to ask, well, if you guys saw the message. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, let's see. All right. I forgot to tell you. Give me a second. Mods, pay attention to the Discord real quick. There we go. Okay. Let me get this one. I have to react to this one. I'm going to react with this. There you go, and that was Ryu's. Out Time, No Nine Souls, Planet Crafter. There's a bunch of games that I'm gonna try to. I already did another Crab's Treasure, but maybe I should play that on stream somewhere along the line. There's a lot of games, honestly, that's been submitted. I'm gonna have to go through it. But I want as many people to put as many things in the India submission as much as possible. Oh, there you are. Some snacks. Some snacks. You know what? I'll figure it out on there. You reported the account. You guys see the account that was the moderator? I think the Wisebot already took care of deleting it, but whoop, whoop. Is that gold? It is. It is. Anybody hear that? Nice. There's another one up there. Oh, and there's one over there. How did I miss that? Oh, and there's another one down there. Keep an ear out. Keep an ear out. They hide these bitches all over the place. Gotta hear it instead of actually seeing it. And I don't know there's any more left, to be honest. It banned it, but I flagged it for review site-wise. Okay. Thank you! Actually, that might... There's like a pattern to all those. I know Wisebot gets them. In fact, there was a, for YouTube, we found a way to get rid of most of the spammers. Gonna have to figure out if there's like a way to do that on Twitch besides Wisebot. Did I do? Wow. 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 Okay. Is there like no side quest here? I just get a bunch of shit and guess so.
You now approach a Bifrost gate. The Bifrost does more than traverse space. It moves us through time as well.
Let's go. All right, we reached the checkpoint.
Greebles. Foul-tempered and dangerous in numbers.
Foul-tempered and I just feel as though I always miss something when I go straight forward. Ugh.
Someone else once. Perhaps a sentinel or a rune blade. Reclaim your path or choose a new one.
I was gonna choose Sentinel, but now that she said Runeblade. Ah, man. Versatile spellcaster, survival specialist, a breaker. I don't think that was. Then there's the ranger. Sword Phantom, area, mana heal, finishing combos, ice lightning and healing spells, ranged spellcasting playstyle, shield weapons, area healing, finish combos, forced base utility, physical skills, defensive controls, playstyle, utilizing physics and objects. Breaker, hammer, axe, grace. That's why you said it, didn't you? Because it says greatsword. Hammers, axe, greatsword, bonus damage on armor, fire-based, and AoE physical skill, high impact, boss targeting, playstyle. And then there's the ranger, combo assassin, dual. The absolute hell was that? Oh, sorry. Let me fix something on the screen here. Just pull Cloudheim down here. No, you know what? Should I put Cloudheim just over my head here? It's not showing the picture, by the way. I don't know how to fix that. Yes, I do. Give me a second. Yes, I do. I know how to fix that. Give me 1 second. It's going to take a little bit. I do. Woo! It's going to bother me, but I have to do this. I have to do this. I'm sorry. It just looks so garish, right? It looks so garish. I know how to fix that. First, we need to make sure that Cloudheim... Boop. There it is. Okay, so first we need to fix that. We're going to fit that to screen. We're going to put Cloudheim in the games folder. Turn that off. Okay. Secondly, I know how to fix this. So what we have to do is actually, we got to go to the overlay. Current game overlay. Let's see. Current game. Okay, it's on the right side. I can set an image for it. So what I need to do, I need to okay, cool. While I'm doing this, so I found out that my lactose intolerance got real bad, like really, really bad. And in order for me to, God, I hate when I press that. In order for me to not have my stomach issues flare up even worse than it was some time ago, I made a mistake. Damn. I need to never really drink any kind of milk or have any kind of like any session with dairy of any product except for yogurt. You see, yogurt is a different kind of dairy. Oh, all right. Looks like there's a bit of an issue. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can't seem to get it to work. Okay. What if I did this? I'm gonna... Oh, wait. that that kind of works, right? Hey guys, does this work for you? It's a little messed up. It's a little messed up. I don't know if I can really do anything about it. Gives me oh so much. Let me see. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so I fixed it. All right, I'm going with Breaker. I know I was gonna go with Sentinel, but I'm okay with being this man. Let you attack every time you land attack, increase your team's combo. Think so?
Kick enemies into bumpkins or explosives to send them flying.
They should turn this into a mini game. These used to be monsters. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, these used to be mobs and monsters. So I don't know. Woo! Yeah, these guys used to like bop around. Yeah, these used to be monsters. You can still level Sentinel skill points globally. Oh, that's nice. So I don't have to like commit. The frames are a little off, so I might have to tweak that a bit here. Yeah, let me do something about the frames here. The frames is just off. Why does it every time? There we go. Okay, there be my frames. Like every time the game wants me to be on like epic or high. Like my graphic card shouldn't be trying to take whatever. Kick me. Okay. Woo!
As a Renari, you may leap long distances and fall
Oh,
from
that's
great
nice.
heights without fear.
Oh, wow, he uses his fists? Ooh, I like that. I like that. Wee! Wee! Oh, that, look, it's the world! Is that a god down there? What the fuck is that? I didn't mean to break it. Here's a weapon type though. I think they are tagged as breaker weapons. Tutorial sprint.
Grobs. They things born from the mist and shadows between the worlds. You know what to do.
Yeah, kick him. Kick him! Kick him! I'm so used to Godbreaker at this point. By the way, I beat that challenge in Godbreaker. That really annoying...
Use your lasso quickly to get out of, or into, trouble.
I see you. What the?
The Grobs are everywhere now. Opposing you. The Renari.
Wee! Wee! Oh wait, over there. Wee! I'm just gonna jump. So, the healing totem. Okay, so I don't have to kick it, right? I hit it anyway. There used to be, I think there used to be a no, it's over there. And there's also something down there. So do I hear? I do. I hear treasure. I will get treasure, right? It's somewhere up here. I don't see. Oh, there it is. I see. I see. I don't hear too much. Couldn't see the treasure. I could hear the treasure. It's a heart piece. I hear another one. Where is it? Is it like up here somewhere? Aha. I hear treasure. Treasure. Oh, I missed the pillar. I missed a pillar. I'm gonna be honest with you, combat's kind of all over the place. Yes, that's what a real man does. We just hit with our fists and hammers and great swords. Oh, he flattens.
The caged beast is Asher. Release him, and he will assist you faithfully. His own unique way.
Oh, 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 hello? Oh.
Asher will rejoin us. You will see.
Okay.
Let him rest now.
Alright, still nice, still nice. Getting some gold on the side here. I like this. Reward me. Reward me like a free-to-play game. Keep rewarding me. Keep destroying my dopamine receptors. Of course, I'm kidding. You don't do that. Somebody comes in and says, why are you advocating for free-to-play games? I thought you didn't like them. And I'm like, it's a joke.
Eternal. But the life and energy of the returning Renari have sparked a time of rebirth.
Woo, boy.
The foe cannot be kicked or lassoed, but wielding heavy attacks or kicking things into him will break his protection.
Okay. That's right. Fist, baby. Oh, what the? Level up! Almost died there, by the way. Don't be surprised, Sage didn't get shafted this time around with its relic. They removed the garbage piety and gave it defense instead. What are you talking about? Are you talking about 14? Is that what you were talking about? And if you are, start with that first. Because for a second I was just like, there's a sage in this game? Crit determination instead of crit piety. Okay. Luckily, I'm not playing Final Fantasy XIV right now. Luckily, Sage is in the back of my mind. I'm gonna kick him! No, I'm not gonna kick him. I'm gonna pet him. What is with this? He deserves a better nest than that. Oh.
You have arrived. Come to me.
I don't know if I was supposed to do that. I just meant that. Oh, there he is. Just needed him to get there. All right, so the shimmering thing was actually the little Gnasher. Okay, I hear another one. No, that's just me going nuts. There she is. I think, no, that's just a statue of her, but she's channeling. Sylphstone! Sylph serves as a guide to new Renari arriving in Cloudheim. Restore the Sylphstone scattered throughout the realms to request healing. Mark your location and return later. Initiating departure sequence, traveling to Arcadia. Whenever somebody says Arcadia, I'm just reminded with the college that's down the street from me. It's a school. And locked in suspense here. Experiencing still loading. Lisa has the gall to be truthful. Ah! 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 What? What? What's happening? Oh my god! Oh my god! This did not happen the last time!
The god Grimslod is sleeping somewhere here in Arcadia.
What
in the
happened?
lost city of Frogopolis.
Frogopolis?
Reaching the lost city will be challenging. Seek out the Renari named Ren for advice.
Bro,
He's been here for some time, investigating Grimslod.
I'm pretty sure. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure this wasn't supposed to happen until later. Not really too sure as to why it happened now. I have skill points to spend. I guess level 10. Oh, yeah. Okay, alright. Okay. Level 11, you get Girl with Horns. Okay. Level 11, you get Black Guy. The guy that I actually want to try to be. Oh, so it's 2 each. Oh, he did that real fast. That was, he did that out of nowhere. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The god Grimslod is sleeping somewhere here in Arcadia, in the lost city of Frogopolis. Reaching the lost city will be challenging. Seek out the Renari named Ren for advice. He has been here for some time, investigating Grimslod.
I'm probably not focusing too much here. Whoa! The old wall. It'd be cool if they added special classes to the main character in Octopath after mastering all classes. It'd be kind of cool, but I mean, you still find other classes out there, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's just instant attack with these guys. Yeah, it's just instant attack. I gotta be careful. These guys just instantly attack. Okay, alright. Lesson learned. Alright. Lesson learned. I'm sorry. Where the fuck is the... Oh, you know what? It's probably somewhere up here. Right? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Give me a second. Yeah. Ooh, that's a... Ooh, this is a good... Oh! That's some money. Okay. Alright. Alright, there's a lot of, there's a lot of, Godbreaker moments that I have to keep an eye out on. Money! Chests! Gold! Lucky loot. The fuck was... What was lucky... Oh, I gotta... Well, no, I think the whistle was inevitable. What was the lucky loot? Maybe in the future something if they ever make a new Octopath, think like 0? Ooh. Okay. Alright, there he is. God Grinseled, after anguish of Ragnarok, decided to withdraw into a trance and find an inner calm. You need to help Grimslad find the inner peace in his awakened state. Interrupting a god's meditation is never a good idea. First, there is too much chaos and strife in Arcadia. You need to make it a place Grimslad will like again. There are hateful beings in the tree tunnel nearby, and there is a stumpy army gathering near Spiritfire Pond. Wait, okay, so... Oh, shit. So first... Hey, I'm trying to get somewhere. Woo! I'm trying. I'm like trying my hardest. There we go. I want to run, man. When a high area, you can look by pressing, look towards the ground. Press to do a plunge attack. Okay. There it is. That's where we're supposed to... Hello? Steel Shatter. Okay. That's what I was supposed to be. I'm supposed to be up on the turtle thing. How did I get all the way out here? Warren Renari Hammer. Breaker in strength, power 24, and Steel Shatter. Which... Oh, damn. Serrated comma. That's a plus 30 on top of my fists. The Sentinel abilities, and this is Rangers. Oh! I'm gonna keep my fists. I can't get to my skill tree. Not enough. Well, I got another hammer. Map is a little... Oh, sheesh. It's still a little confusing. There's Frogopolis over there. There's the Rolls Tunnel that I guess that I should be going to, I guess. I killed a tree. Killed a tree. Whoops. Do I not collect these, or... Oh, I gotta hit it. I have to hit it. I hate taking the cherry method of ways of collecting stuff by hitting things and effectively killing them. That makes me a rude creature. Lame twist grub. Where and who and how? I think this is the Rose Tunnel, right? Investigate. I have to investigate the Sprite Fire Pond, which is not the right way I'm supposed to be going, but I... Over here. And cleanse the tree tunnel. Kill more? I don't want to kill... I want to kill so many things! Ooh, what is this? Speak to the frog god and unlock an upgrade special class weapon. This choice is unique to you and will be unavailable for other players to use. Activating legendary shrines requires completing all adventures on an island. So I can't even use this yet. Right? Yeah, I have to completing all adventures. Okay. How do I open you? Corrupted tin. Oh gosh. Oh! Oh yeah, my gameplay's directional. How dare I kill these rocks? Cherry, you're a bad influence. You're a bad influence, Cherry. Look at what you're making me do. Like, how dare I? Oh, I know what to do. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. A scythe and knife. Honestly, I do like scythes and knives, but am I focused on that? Yes, you got the wrong thing. Hello? Where? Oh. I'm not blind, you are. Anyway, got some corrupted tin. Some more corrupted tin. Some copper. Alright, Sprite Fire Showdown. Cope? What do you mean cope? I'm not a violent monster like you. What is this? The healing blade. Oh god. Nice, nice. Oh, they're still coming. There's still more. And there's still more. Ooh, look at that! Look at that skill, that fighting skill. That was on purpose. Okay. 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 Nice. There is Rune Blade that has healing skills as as its ability. Yeah. Or helps you sleep at night. Excuse me. Can't you tell that I am a peaceful fellow? Can't you tell that I am a very peaceful fellow? Can't you believe that I'm a peaceful fellow? Do you think I'm a violent barbarian? Do you think I have it in me to be an evil being or a violent being? What is this? Oh, go fishing. Let's go there. Say yes. We're a lockbox. Okay. Pretty sure I'm holding a lot of stuff. Yeah. Defeat Gnarly. Well. Wish there was really like a lot of things for me to, or what I'm trying to say is I wish there was like some sort of guidepost telling me stuff that I could easily figure out, but it's not really that easy. You guys are banking on some sort of bet that I'm actually a violent person. Who do you guys think I am anyway? They don't call me Sink Weaver Nice Guy, or Sink Nice Guy Weaver. There you go. They don't call me Sink Nice Guy Weaver for nothing. Oh God! Is that Gnarly? That is Gnarly. That's General Gnarly right there. What's up, buddy? Woo! You my freaking woo! Okay, there he goes! There he goes! Ow! Listen. I'm gonna get hit. Ooh! Defeated General Gnarly. Gnarly. That was gnarly. It was real gnarly. What do I get as a reward here? Big Daddy's. Cherry, you want to start a war. That's what you want. You want to start wars. That's what I see. And so does Yui. Yui wants to start wars. You guys just want to start wars, right? That's what this is. Studio Ghibli. That's all that is. That's all. This is what I feel. I feel like you guys want to start fights right now. Cleanse the tree tunnel. Now I don't know where. The frickin' somewhere around here, I guess. Oh, it's physically in my face. Finishing your relic, doing... Oh, wait, did they release the new relic thing, I guess? I guess I have to do that. I didn't even notice it came out. A few days ago, yes, and it's just as bad as the last step. I guess I have to take a look at that. Oh, there's a... That was interesting. There we go. That's... Just kicking these guys around like a football. Okay. This is new. And this is a heart piece. Corrupted. Oh, it's corrupted. It's just as bad as the last one. There's more options, but the grind itself is the same. Fastest way to farm is spamming leveling roulette. But in my case, I chose to just get the daily bonus from the 3 daily roulettes. Made 15 mil while farming for my relic. Really? Though I'm glad I'm finally done with the relic, so now I can go back to casually running stuff. There's some sort of problem we MMO players have with this fucking game. Seriously, we have a problem. Gimme. So this is a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so cleanse the tree tunnel. Okay. I'm just gonna beat his ass. Beat his ass. He doesn't have an ass, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, there it is. I think there's. Yeah, we all need therapy. Gotta get these MMOs out of our mind. Still on the 300 pasta step. Yeah, I might as well get this relic done as well. I got 9! Power slash. I'll put some in Sentinel. Which is snap. What does snap do? I don't know. Stat on that stuff. I'm just gonna start that out. And class trait. $12,000 or 1,200. You need 1,200 in total, and even at 20 per run, it's still a long grind if people are farming leveling. What do you mean? Fates aren't really better at 3 per gold rank, but I did it solely for the money. And yes, I'm serious. If I recall, the steps are 100, 200, 300, 600. Wish I could pause this. Because, like, what the fuck is going on here? Can I not? There's Odin Shell. I want to teleport, but don't think I'm getting that option here. We still don't get to choose the stats. That's... Oh boy. Daily roulette is 50 per day. Oh god. Oh man. Really? This is kind of like artificially trying to push veteran players into roulettes they don't want to be in. Go to Odin's Shell. Oh, well, it's doing it for me. Oh, wait, so newer players are struggling, meanwhile they're sitting here giving us like more and more one-player options and they're struggling? Weird. Oh, what's this? It's a thingy thing over here. There's a treasure chest over here. There's a lot of books over here. There's another... Oh, it's the kid. I was called to Kvalheim by Odin Shell, so see something in me. Oh, okay. So they did change a good bit of the game from the playtest, which is as good as it can be. They're gonna do a lot better in this, I'm sure. Alright, the building area. I'm quite familiar with this. Talk to the stranger. I'm trying to talk to the stranger. There's a few of us. Biggs and Wedge are... Really? Really? Biggs and Wedge? Really? I'm not kidding. Look. I'm not kidding. Biggs and Wedge. Biggs and Wedge. I wasn't kidding when I read that. There are a few of us. Biggs and Wedge are probably doing some metal work. Albert is mixing up one thing or another. Serene is likely meditating. There are others that come through. Biggs and Wedge. The quest for killing 50 enemy with an axe and my axe. Really? There's a few jokes and references. Oh, okay, I see. Oh! I think I unleashed the hellspring that is all this. Oh no, did I put my thing away? I did. I must have. Oh, it's right there. Can't I pick up, like, all that stuff? Let me see something here. Should be able to. Stop being a loot goblin and be a kill goblin? No! Maybe. I have to kill to get stuff, so. There's also somebody over there jumping on something. Okay. What was his food? Oh yeah. And then there's that, I guess, and the golden plum. All right, guy. Nice. Nice. Mining dagger. Mining dagger. Really? Ground pound. Pile driver. You can build an actual building if you prefer having that instead of everything being outside. Wait. If you prefer instead of everything being outside, but I don't know if the building prompt is there right away or not. I'm not really too sure. Build a Blinn construction guild. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm probably gonna have to go through with all this. What's that? Okay. Okay, of course. Okay. I have stuff. Throw simple knives. That's the power slash. Breaker strength. Area to the right of the portal. Okay. Oh, there's people here? Oh, get the hell out of here. Oh, I can't even reach it. Oh. They nerfed the shit out of that. Kill them? No, I want friends. I want friends. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, they nerfed the shit out of that. Kai. Orin. Oh. Have to be aiming at the circle? It's like a reticle. Used to be just you need to have it in the general area, but the god. Let me collect them. The god. Partial history. Okay. Huh? He shot something somewhere. All right. One second. 1 second. He's a man with a stone arm. I like it. All right. Real quick. Let me see, because I didn't do anything with Final Fantasy for like a long time. I've ignored that game, but we're gonna break the fourth wall here since this is the Indie Observer channel. Honestly, I wouldn't be talking about MMOs unless it pertains to something of that nature. Let me see. I'm gonna come over here. There's the patch release, patch notes, right? Should be in the patch notes, right? Oh, there it is. Nope. They did. Interesting. Dare I say it's actually fun. I still need to finish Pilgrim's Traverse, but okay. I don't normally do this on this channel, but I want to see what people are talking about with this new relic step. Oh yeah. I was playing silly games with a... My friend got into 14 not because of like the story. Well, yeah, no, I'm wrong. He is into the story. The where am I? Crystal. The main thing that he's into within 14 is RP, basically. He's slowly going through the game because RP. Yeah, I want to see what the new relic stuff is all about. They're sitting there. If new players are complaining about the fact that they can't get into dungeons and play with people in queues, it's like taking forever for them to get in. Kind of shows, really. There's a lot going on here with these people. Tell them about Beaumont. I think he knows about Beaumont, but he's not even in this server. He's in Dynamis for all new players. All new players really get delegated to Dynamis. Not Dynamis, is it? No, it's Dynamis, yeah. Wait. You see, for the first step is crafting related again with an item at a set price of 500k. They pretty much stole 2 mil from me because I was waiting for the price to go down to start my relic. Can't you just get it another way? Is there another way to get it that doesn't involve you having to buy it off a market board? You have to craft it? I don't know. Not the 500k item, but the others you have to craft, and I don't gear my crafters. So they have a money sink for 5 mil. Oh my god. They have a money sink for 5 mil, and I got a lash in my eye, sorry. Oh, look at this. I guess they already got it. Good for him for having no life. Me crew, cutting fires. I just don't like the pirate speak. It's ugh. Alright. Please know the current quest, time worn technique cannot be abandoned via the journal. Should you wish to do so, speak to the... This is what I want to see. Times book. After mastering the ancient techniques of the archive stone tablets, but ancient expand my repertoire and transform your weapon. It's something truly frightening. But if we start tankering without a vision in mind, progress we've made will vanish into thin air, some bloody conjurer's trick. It's why I've got the expedition archaeologist scouring the records for the perfect technique. I'd see how she's getting on, but I've had more than a sip or two of rum to pass the time. Don't worry, I can stomach much in the way of long-winded explanation and technical jargon. See how it concerns your women, for you can go in my stead. She's holed up in the bill and past the stairs. Or do I want to be a pirate? Not really. It's scary how many people... It's scary how many people really do no life this game, man. It's scary. No life, no life, no life. I never knew this door was even open. It must be safe if you're here regarding Jerome's request. I just now finished collating my finds with some invaluable insight from the archives, I might add. I identified 3 promising methods of enhancement that may prove compatible with your phantom weapon. Versus Scalic technique known as hex carving. Next we have Carnic Forgecraft, a method for imbuing arcane armament that originates from the selfsame city. And last but not least, the Maki technique of etheric conversion. I'd be delighted to provide a brief summary should any of those pique your interest. I guess I have to go through. Runes of ancient Scala were hewn from dense stone common to Girabania, while the material's durability is second to none. This very property makes it difficult to manipulate. Thus was the technique known as hex carving conceived, using hammer enhancement with panoply of hexes. They gotta stop using words, man, like that. Scalic stonemasons could elicit structural changes within the materials they worked with. I dare say the same principle would also apply to your phantom weapon, allowing it to completely reconfigure. Are you by any chance familiar with the Fabled Warrior of Karnak and the fearsome arcane weapons they utilize? In a compositional sense, their blades were perfectly neutral, designed to be subsequently enhanced with all manner of chimerical powers. To achieve this, artisans made use of unaspected crystals during the smithing process. Geralt could replicate this method to enhance your phantom weapon and modify its aspects in one fell swoop. Certainly worth considering in this scholar's humble opinion. The most curious technique, one that requires all due caution owing to its bizarre nature and terrifying potency. If the description is to be believed, its inventor was inspired by the very principle of etheric infusion that elevated your weapon to its current form. Those sought to further amplify the effects by manipulating the ether imbued during the process. It is much to my chagrin that I cannot tell you more, so degraded was the stone tablet bearing the inscriptions. From what I glean, however, the technique involved imbuing a tool rather than the weapon itself were a blessing. The required materials and overall procedure were perfectly legible, though the same cannot be said for the section regarding the final outcome. It took the liberty of compiling a few notes just in case you wish to refer to the other details at any point. Valentine's event was something. Oh, okay. Doubtless you wish to consult with. Ugh. Okay. Must be back in the archaeologist. Did she turn up anything worthwhile? Hex carving, huh? All well and good if you're looking to knock some lump out of a stone, but it's never worked for a complex creation like your phantom weapon. Karnak Forgecraft, no good either. What we're trying to do is forge a weapon with a bite of its own, not some lifeless set piece to dress up with magical bells and whistles. Ether conversion, on the other hand, now that sounds promising. After all, you won't find a technique more compatible with etheric infusion than one inspired by it. As soon as we get me hammer enhanced, I'll have your weapon honed even deadlier perfection. A bit of a mess with the inscription, a few too many unknowns for my liking. But as long as I know what materials I need, what I'm doing with them will be fine. Besides, technique that the only viable one out of the bloody lot. Okay. Your knack for stoking Geralt's fire will never cease to amaze me. I asked what it requires to replicate this technique. Perhaps you took some notes during your meeting with the archaeologist. Looks like we'll require some umbral clay, a lump of aspect ether agglomerate, a lump of aspected ether conductor, a lump of aspect ether catalyst, and, as you doubtless also anticipated, vast quantity of ether. Rest assured that the ether collector shall not fall to you. With enough time, we can gather sufficient quantities by itself. All I ask is that you process the 4 ingredients I just mentioned. Fortunately, notes didn't specify where and how one would do so, but I believe umbral clay is widely traded in Tural. Sure to find what you need in the markets of Turalia. As for aspect additives, seasoned artisans should be able to craft them, though I'd wager they too can be bought from the right place. Once you've delivered the requested items to roll, we shall be ready to replicate the ether conversion process and enhance his hammer. Details on obtaining each ingredient are noted in your journal. Let's see. After discussing the matter with Geralt, the weaponsmith resolved to replicate the technique of the conversion. Umbral clay. Seek a trader in the markets of Tural. Aspected ether agglomerate. Aspect ether conductor. Crafted using relevant recipes or purchased from the market board. Should you choose to craft the aspected materials, you'll need to have obtained the master recipe 12 tomes of the discipline of the hand, which I do. I am an omni crafter, so I can probably make it. Could Weaver make any of this? Courtly aspected. Oh, okay. Quality required for synthesis, crafting. Okay. Let me see. Because if they require me to be like 5620 and 5080. And control require 5080. I need to use food. Oh, you are 56. So 5620, I'm already over that, and 5680. Or 5080. I need food for that. Just buy them? Yes, just buy them. They're too cheap on the market. Well, let's go and take a look at the board and see how much they actually cost. Because if they cost a lot, then no. I don't play this game long enough to make a lot of money. Yeah, 50k, 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 I'm pretty sure. Look at all this. Oh, that's all they're easy. They're easy to get. Okay. Yeah, they're easy to get. The ingredients look easy enough to get. I can get all of this on my own. So one you can weave. That's the agglomerate. It's the agglomerate. So it's just considering Okay, there's the conductor. You'll have to 100% HQ them as well, which sucks. Yeah, that's not a problem. Like I said, I can do that on my own. There's the ether conductor. Where the fuck is it? Alchemy? Tell me it's alchemy for the last one. Yeah, it is. The catalyst is alchemy. Wonder if cooking can do it too. That'd be funny. Yeah, it is. It's catalyst. Okay, so I get it. They're all the same thing. Yeah, 50/80. I can get all the ingredients. It's fine. They're not even hard. I already have the ether sands. So you'll require 500k from one of the items. Time to do maps again. I do not have currently 1 mil, as far as I can tell. Yeah, and I haven't set any of my retainers to earn any gil. Oh, that's odd. She has nothing. All right, process seems easy. I know how I'm getting the ingredients, and of freaking course, you know, it requires money and stuff. I think that's kind of atypical to get some sort of relic, but the grind is going to suck. From what I've heard, the grind is really going to suck. I don't really feel like spending money, but I mean, what if I made multiples of them, and then no, 50k isn't really good to try to grind out. Not really. Even if I did make multiples of it. At least I don't think. Yeah, I know it's a one and done. Yeah, I know that. Like, even if I make multiples of it, it's not like people are doing it, like, you know. So now it's more grinding, which is what they want. How the hell did you even get 15 mil? Did you get 15 mil just doing dailies? I'm a little surprised that from Fates. Oh, okay. So you just grinded Fates. Okay. You're selling bicolor vouchers at the same time. Really? And grind and make money at the same time. But in order to get the vouchers, don't you need to have completed something? Like, you need to, I don't know. Like, it requires you to do every fate in the, or completed every fate in the area or something like that. Yeah, max rank. Doing 66 fates in the area. Like, I have the goal to do all that. 66 fucking fates, bro. I guess that's a lot easier than going through what the hell we went through with doing, like, what was it? Like 20 alliance raids, 25 normal raids, 50 experts, and 50 like what was the other one? Like doing all that over 50 trials. Yeah, that was like, that was nuts. And fates don't take too long. They can take as long as like a minute. So it's very much plausible to do that. Can't choose stats if you can't. Even if you chose stats, people would probably choose the same stats anyway. There's no uniqueness even when they give you the freedom to choose which stats to put on your weapon. It's like, it's not even really like, it's not really freedom. Anyway, okay, so I get it. Axe gave tenacity. Wow, that's an option that mostly nobody really wants to pick. Tenacity is probably still not the most viable option for a tank anyway. Want to get all the cakes done for that. Well, I'm going to exit. I'm going to exit that because I'm not trying to play Final Fantasy while I'm on this channel. This is not what this channel is all about. This channel is about indie games, guys. Our channel is about indie games. You see me kissing the mic just to tell you that this channel is about indie games, guys. You gotta remember that this channel is about indie games. You guys gotta remember that this channel is about indie games. Indie games. So many hero relics give piety. Well, I believe the tank weapons give you tenacity anyway, right? You said the axe gives you tenacity. That would make sense because it is the weapon that it is the survival job. So, where was I? So you guys got me distracted, making me looking up this ish. Gold text, what the fuck? Bold text, oh. Horizontal alignment, center. All right. Vertical alignment. Wait, what? I change? I can't. I can't change how the vertical alignment here works. I'm trying to change the alignment of... No. Oh, I don't want that. I'm trying to change the alignment of a certain thing here. Nope. Nope, that's not gonna work. I can't change the alignment of it. Uh, that's because of the background image. Let me see something here. Okay, can't do shit. All right. Think it's gonna have to be called tonight, cause I'm being asked to go pick somebody up. Honestly, this chick really needs to get herself a car or find some other, like, she needs to find like some other job that's closer or something that she can use public transportation on. Because honestly, going back and forth to pick this chick up is like, it's constant. She can't find, she can, honestly, if she leaves soon enough, she can catch a bus, the 55 back, but she doesn't want to, and 55 is the bus number. Make them pay you gas? Well, unfortunately, they're family. I do not charge family gas. Not me personally. Like, unless they do it willingly and they say that they'll pay for it themselves, I don't ask for it. It be what it be. Well, I'm gonna get myself ready. We'll go to the bathroom and then, you know, reflect upon this whole entire relic thing. I don't know. I'll record my process with it, but I think there's like something fundamentally wrong going on with 14 now. I think there's something fundamentally wrong going on here. Like, they still don't seem to get it, but this could be content that they planned out a long time ago, and they still have to implement it, and they can't really do anything about that. Which, you know, it goes to show that really can't do anything about what they try to change or what you want to suggest them to change. So, hey, like, I've been so unenthused by 14 and just like everything that they can come out with that I genuinely am not actually having fun playing that game. It feels like a chore to do everything. And then when they do come out with like some sort of content that is fun, like the raids, the difficulty is the system around it and the people that you have to work with. And that's because it's that kind of culture. Not expecting any big changes at 8.0. That's, you know, like a pessimist would say that, and I'd say I'm very much in that line of pessimism to kind of be inclined to believe so. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a good one.